This portion of the video is sponsored by Skillshare. In this video. Hey y'all, welcome to this video. My name is Blake and today is a very exciting video. It is the beginning of my full series of building my dream wardrobe. This is going to be a multi-part series. Number one, this is part one, finding my style. Part two will be decluttering my closet. Part three will be selling, donating my clothes, if that needs to be a video, I'm not sure. And then 4 or 5 and whatever will be repurchasing, thrifting, and styling some outfits for you guys. So today's video is all about finding my style and how I went about finding it. I have spent the last couple of months just trying to figure out like what I want to be wearing, what I feel the most confident in, what I really love, and what I actually truly wear realistically, not just what's on my Pinterest and what I think is really cute and what's on Instagram and things like that. Maybe like July, midsummer, late summer, I decided I wanted to redo my wardrobe. I have a full closet, like to the brim, everything's full, but I was not pulling out outfits that I was really loving. The outfits that I did make, like I didn't feel like they represented me in this moment. They were very just clothes that I had. I hadn't been shopping as much like I used to when I was younger, and I had kind of honestly lost interest in fashion and things like that, where when I was younger it was very prevalent for me. I even wanted to take like a fashion route as one of like my potential careers when I was in like middle school or high school. So it has always been important to me, and I express myself through the clothes that I wear, but I've just completely dropped off the last few years. So I would have like cute outfits, but I wouldn't have like I didn't really have a cohesive style. So that's like my main goal, is just like to create a cohesive style where everything goes together and it's like really easy for me to get dressed on a daily basis. And when I do, it's every outfit that I own, like from casual to dressy, I am really in love with. So I had been really fed up with my style, like I was saying, and just everything that I was pulling out. I just was not happy with my outfits, and I kind of felt like I was buying cute things because they looked good on other people, and in itself it was cute, but on myself it wasn't, like I didn't feel as confident as I thought I should have. It basically came down to just understanding myself and my lifestyle a little bit more as I've grown up. I am not a child anymore. I'm 22, and honestly I'm just now getting out of the phase of I actually feel like an adult. So I'm just gonna go down a list of some questions that I asked myself that helped me hone in my style and help me better pick out clothes in my closet that I already have, because I realized that I have a lot of items that fit my style, this new curated style that I have, and that I didn't need to really shop for that much. So the first question that I asked myself is, what do I need to dress for? What do you do on a daily and weekly basis that you will need to dress for? So I work from home, so I sit at a desk all day mainly. I film videos. I'll go out, maybe sit at a coffee shop, the library, things like that. A lot of my clothes are like comfy, but I don't want to sacrifice like my style just to be like comfy. So I don't want to be in pajamas all day working. That kind of hinders my productivity. So most of my outfits can be pretty casual, on the more casual side. I don't really have to dress up for work like business casual necessarily, and I also don't have like tons of like social events where I'll need to be like dressed like formal wear or anything like that. Mostly I'm just dressing for myself. I have like dates and like friend activities, things like that, but nothing like too much over the top. So the basis of my style is pretty casual, if you kind of like look at it in the grand scheme of things. So the third question that I asked myself was, how do I want to show up? So just because I am at home all the time and no one's really gonna see me does not mean that I have to wear sweats every day. So how do I really want to show up and dress every day, and what do I want my style to be? So just because someone's not gonna see it does not mean you can't wear it. So I wanted my new dream wardrobe to be a little bit more elevated and less slouchy. The past few years I've been in this kind of like sporty look, so I got into sneakers and like, you know, oversized t-shirts and biker shorts and stuff, although I really do love those things, but that was all that my wardrobe was, and I didn't have anything like if I was going to brunch or dinner, I can't wear biker shorts and an oversized t-shirt. So I just wanted my everyday outfits in general, I wanted to show up for myself a little bit more elevated and less slouchy. So now that I know like how I want to look, the first 2 questions will help you be a little bit more, will be like about functionality. And then the last one is like a real style or like how you want to add to it. The last thing that I did was find and figure out the styles that I already know I actually do like and that I don't like. So I'll go over my list of things that I actually know for a fact I do and don't like. So I personally am attracted to cleaner looks and like less patterns. I've tried patterns, they don't get worn, and just the things that I'm more attracted to are that I think are really pretty or like nice looks are normally a little bit more cleaner and minimal in style. Also, I feel most comfortable in neutrals and more muted tones. So I do like color, but not bright color, which is kind of hurts a little bit because I really do love bright colors on other people, and I've tried that style in myself, and it just, at the end of the day, it did not feel like me. So the outfits that I really love and that I found myself wearing every week, even if it wasn't exactly my style that I want it to be, but if I go back and think about the items that I was wearing in my closet, they were mostly the neutral colors and the more muted tones. The only reason that I kind of was hesitant on this is because I didn't want to appear boring, but like I said, I feel so much more comfortable in those tones. Obviously, I can incorporate color in different ways and more down the line. I do like pops of color in like my shoes and my bags and my earrings and things like that. So that will be ways to incorporate it. But in terms of like buying like staple pieces and investment pieces, I want to make sure I know exactly what I'm going to wear. So it's important to know like the colors and things like that, because you don't want to waste money on stuff you're not gonna wear. So I'm attracted to colors, but not colorful patterns. So like I said in the last point, I do like color, but not so much in a pattern. So hopefully that makes sense. I'm attracted to colors, but not colorful patterns. Like I'm not opposed to color, and I would like to introduce it into my style, but not in lots of patterns. Okay, so this next one is a really good one, which is oversized fits for tops. I think it's very important to understand the type of silhouettes that you like on your body and what you feel the most comfortable and confident in, because that is key. Like if it's not fitting how you want it to and you're fidgeting and you're like self-conscious, it's just not giving off the right energy. So I have known that I liked oversized fits, but like I said, I didn't want it to be slouchy, but I found like that I can do an oversized look and it not be slouchy. So most of my style is actually an oversized top on the top half, and then very tight on the bottom, bare leg on the bottom. That's my favorite. This outfit that I have on right now is actually like an oversized blazer, and then I have on my legs are out, and like I feel like so confident and cute in outfits like these. I think this is really important. Some people might like to do more tight on the top and then like baggy on the bottom. I've tried that silhouette, especially with the like trendiness of oversized jeans and like skater jeans or boyfriend jeans and straight leg and slouchy jeans like that, and it just does not work for me. I am more comfortable, I guess, showing my legs than I am like the top half, and so especially on like just on my body, I find that an oversized top silhouette looks way better to my eye. So going forward, knowing that, I know, let's say for tops, going up a size or two, because I know I like a little bit more oversized fit, and so just learning how to purchase or tailor or things like that my new items to how I like it. That also helps with making your items more your style and unique to you, knowing exactly how you want them to fit on your body. So like I said, another point that I made was tight or bare on the legs, which I just touched on, as well as less crop tops. So like I said, I do like more oversized fits, and I also learned that I don't really like crop tops that much. I do not enjoy a crop top. I rather do, if it's like like something that I want to be fitted on to my body, I'd rather it be full length and then I tuck it into whatever bottoms that I have, as opposed to a crop top for it to be cropped. I don't know what it is, but it's just not that comfortable to me anymore. And like I said, I hate fidgeting. I don't want to fidget with my clothes, and I hate fidgeting with my clothes. I just don't like it. I just want to be as confident as possible when I'm wearing my clothes. So crop tops just aren't it for me. And that's just me. I also don't like that silhouette as much because I like the top to be oversized. When I do an oversized crop top, it just turns super boxy. So like I said, it's just about knowing the silhouettes that you like and how you want the items to fit on your body, and crop tops just don't do it for me. And my last point was that I really like skinny jeans. I don't care anymore. I really like skinny jeans. This is kind of like a weird thing, but I don't like a lot of fabric on my legs like that. So baggy jeans, having like loose fabric on my legs makes me like what is the word? Like, it grosses me out in a way, or like it makes my skin crawl. Like, I just don't like that feeling of like a lot of loose fabric on my legs, but I do like it on my upper body. I know, it's weird. So after I figured all these questions out and I was able to, in my head and in my closet, identify the things that I liked, then I went on to find some inspiration that would help me in styling the clothes that I already have, as well as finding new items when I go shopping and things like that. So I know some people say don't go to Pinterest, some people say do, but when it comes to finding, I think it's very important to find some inspiration. And it can just be on Google or Pinterest. Pinterest is easy because you can make the boards right there, but you can make a physical mood board or whatever you want, and to be very strategic with the items that you're putting in there. So I used to use Pinterest and just pin anything that I thought looked nice, like, oh, that's a cute outfit, not really applying it to myself and what I'd actually wear. So this time around, I made a whole new board and intentionally added things that I knew for a fact I could wear. In my old Pinterest board, I found the items that actually were my style and that I could see myself wearing, and then I deleted everything else because it was no longer, now that I knew it wasn't what I actually liked or fit my style, I didn't want it to be there anymore. And that helps so much in like not buying things that I don't really need or that I really don't like, because at one point I was buying clothes because I saw it on someone else or it was like the trendy thing, but I never stopped to think about if I actually liked it or if it was what I felt comfortable in wearing. So I made a new board and I was very selective in the pins that I pinned to the board, and only things that I either had been wearing and feeling really good in, or I knew fit the criteria of, like, you know, not so many crop tops, more oversized, like inspiration for oversized on the top and skinny on the bottom and things like that. And I found outfits, as well as making sure not to pin things that weren't in the color scheme that I really liked. So after I made this board, then I found it very easy to put words to this inspiration and ideas that I had on my style. So I think after I can identify it in my head and I know what it looks like on Pinterest or in my mood board, then I will be able to put a name to it, and then I will be able to shop and declutter my closet very efficiently. So here are some words that I came up with that I felt really described the style that I was going for. Elevated and minimal with a splash of edge, so like a little bit edgy, not too proper, so that's where the edge comes in. Neutrals with pops of color, so the basis of things would be neutral, white. I really do like wearing whites and blacks, denims. I really love denims. And then pops of color, I do like greens, and then some keywords, like if you ever want to search for things, I felt like prep, workwear, boho, and modern were keywords that fit the style that I had kind of created for myself. So if I wanted to search for things, or if I was, you know, just wanting to like find something, I could use those keywords to find something in that style, and I think that would help better shop. Also, also with decluttering and things like that, when you're able to identify the style that you want, you say, is this boho or whatever, or is this workwear or prep? And you can, you know, if it's not, then you'll know you can get rid of it. So after I was able to answer those questions and curate a mood board and have some words to identify the style that I was looking for, which, by the way, your style doesn't have to fit into any kind of box, but I feel like having words to describe yourself, being able to describe it, will help you better find it, if that makes sense, or go out and know exactly what you like. So if someone asks like, oh, do you like this, or, you know, what do you think about this, and it's like, no, I like this kind of style, or I like looks like this, or I like silhouettes more like this. I think it's really good to have descriptive words for yourself and your style, so you'll know what it is and what it isn't. So now that I have all of this new information on my dream wardrobe and my style, I have a better understanding, and I feel way more comfortable moving forward with decluttering my closet and bringing in new pieces. So before, if I hadn't done this, or before I did this, I would go in my closet and still not really understand why I wasn't able to pick up just anything in there, or why some pieces I just never gravitated towards. So now that I'm able to identify my style, I can easily get rid of everything that just does not go with it. Now that I'm able to identify my style, shopping is a little bit easier, especially with thrifting, where you kind of have to use your imagination and find things that will fit, and you know, you kind of finesse it. So thrifting is much easier now because I know exactly what I'm looking for. I know my silhouettes, I know my colors, I know my fit, and it's easy. So when I go try things on, it's like, does this work? And you'll be able to say like, oh yeah, it's oversized, it's cut, you know, it fits, I can move in it, because that's the stuff that I like. And then you're not buying things that you're never gonna wear and wasting money. So I did this a few months ago now, like I said, in July, and since then I've been taking the last about 2 months just picking clothes out of my closet. I haven't decluttered or anything like that, but I have been able to pick out a lot of outfits already in my closet that I didn't even know that were there, because I just didn't know how to put an outfit together, because I didn't really have the style, or I didn't really know what I was looking for. So I've been able to find a lot of outfits in my closet already. So I am now so excited to get rid of everything that I have not been wearing, and it's just going to make everything so much easier. I'm really excited to see how many clothes that I'm gonna get rid of. I'm also gonna be getting rid of a lot of clothes that just don't fit. I have so many clothes that I don't wear because they just simply don't fit, and I also don't think it's good to hang on to those things, because you could just be like, oh, you know, like, oh, they don't fit, and then you feel bad about yourself, or at least I do. Whereas I've had some of my clothes since I was a child. Like I've had some of them since I was 17, 18, and I just don't even have the same body as I did then, so it doesn't really make sense for me to keep them, or say like, oh, you know, it's just I've gained a little weight, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, no, I'm in my adult body, so I need to dress for it. So I'm so excited to get rid of all of those clothes and have a very functional and inspiring wardrobe. So yeah, decluttering will be so easy. I'm looking forward to it. That's going to be the next video in this series. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm so excited for this series, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.